started. Get that out of my mouth. Okay. We're going to start with prayer request. Y'all remember Joey saying, she sent me a message this morning. She's having some issues, so she's on another antibiotic, so just keep her in prayer. Has anybody else got any? Who does? Okay. Okay. And what was his name? He was on here. Is he still on here? Sometimes I have to take people off, y'all. Huh? Mm-hmm. She's a cook, right? I thought. Bless her heart. Anybody else? What's Brenda's last name? Taylor. Couldn't remember that. My brain's just all like, ugh. Everything has to be done by tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying. Nah, we're going to Pigeon Forge, but we're not leaving until Saturday, but everything has to be done for the bulletin for Sunday. Okay? You okay? Okay. Oh, okay. Anybody else? Yeah, she told us when she was here for Sunday school that she was going to have surgery to remember her. Bless her heart. Might have to have your esophagus stretched. Okay. He was here Monday mowing. Yeah. Judy, how's Doug doing? Any more? Yes, Stephanie?
My cousin, her name is Cindy Morris. She was sick a couple months ago, was having real bad headaches, I think, and then she woke up one morning, she couldn't walk, and so she went to the hospital. They put her in like an induced coma, and she was just in really bad shape. She had this place on her neck, and they had said it was from where she'd had surgery before, but then it ended up not being that. It was some type of infection. She had this big knot on her neck, and it was some type of infection. And while she was in the hospital, she's my cousin-in-law, so my cousin ended up having a stroke while she's in the hospital. Yeah, and so they got home. They've been home for a little while, but we just got notification the other day from my aunt that she's back in the hospital. She has an infection in her C2 vertebrae, and it's deteriorating the bone, but they can't figure out what the infection is. That was the problem the last time. They don't know what this infection is, but she's just in a lot of pain. They're going to put her in a neck brace until they can do surgery, but they don't want to do surgery until they figure out what the infection is, and so just a lot going on for them. They've been together since they were 14 and 16 years, 14 and 15 years old, and they're like 70 now. So just
Wow.
yeah, just
That's hard,
a lot
yeah.
of life there, and just pray for them and for Donnie, because of course he's just my cousin. His name's Tommy Morris, so he's recovering from the stroke, but y'all just lift them up in prayer. Just some of the best people you'd ever meet in your life. Just good, salt of the earth people.
Anybody else?
Remember Brianna, she and some friends are flying to Portugal to set up an apartment over there that they're gonna live in for a while.
A what? I didn't hear that.
Deanna
Yeah.
is flying out Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday. To go to Portugal
Mhm.
to get furniture and everything for an apartment that they have rented over there. And they're gonna stay long enough to get their citizenship, and they can travel wherever, Belgium, Germany, and all those places without having a passport. I mean, you can get your citizenship over there in 6 months. I didn't know that.
My goodness.
And she's thinking about retiring. So, I don't know. She's going to Portugal just to go to Portugal? Well, one of her friend's daughter decorates the Billy Graham house, and Billy Graham and the big place in Asheville, Biltmore House and all that stuff. And the guy that owns the company, she runs it, and he's been wanting to invest in that area.
Oh.
So they went over there 2 or 3 months ago to check to see if they thought it would be feasible to have a business over there. So they're setting up an apartment, and they'll work out of that apartment and travel when they're not decorating.
Sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
Travel. Does anybody else have any more prayer requests?
Brooke's supposed to be traveling to Italy sometime in September.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, please come back home safe.
Mhm.
We may have a baby this weekend.
Oh.
Maybe by the weekend.
Yeah, they're gonna induce labor over at 8 p.m. on Saturday.
Awesome.
Wow.
We may have us a baby.
Oh.
My goodness.
For us.
Well, I'm glad everything's going good and
Yeah,
healthy. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Blood pressure and sugar, blood sugar are going crazy. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Just keep them in prayer.
Okay.
I don't want to go back to hospital.
Not my favorite place to be either. Miss Helen, would you lead us in prayer tonight, please?
Father, as we come to you just now, we want to thank you for your love.
We'd like to welcome our new visitor tonight. Hopefully she won't think we're too crazy and she'll be back. Well, ladies, I'm gonna give you something to think about, and then we're gonna let Frances come and, bring us what she's got tonight. I finally got the backpacks. I got 40 of them. She called and she said she had them, so I had to run down there this morning and get those. So I got 40 of them, and they have plenty more that needs to be filled, but we gotta make sure we can get these 40 filled first. But I wanna give you something to think about. Do you think it's better if we assign them out to people to fill them as they need to be filled? Or do we want to try to come up with a list, and like I have in the past, where you bring so many of a certain item? So that's just something to think about. Huh? Okay. The backpacks are, they call them graffiti. They go to New York, but some of them go to Jersey, and there's another state that they take those to. I can't remember, but these things are due back in October, so we only have 1 month to get these 40 filled. And so I will have to look into my little stash and see what I've already purchased that I know we don't need. And then I'll come up with a list, because on each backpack it tells you what it's got to have in it. And we'll have to get that. I didn't even look at none of them. I just told her I needed 40, and Faith doesn't handle that. Tina does, and she works a regular job, plus she's over to WMU, so I don't know what they are. These are the Christmas backpacks, but see, they want them in October, and she said she wasn't sure of the date, but I'm thinking somewhere around the 20th, because they're supposed to be shipped out on November 1st.
Because we do these instead of the shoebox.
Yes, yeah. We've never done the shoe boxes. We've always. Well, we called it a shoe box. Yeah, we put them in the plastic containers and send them. Yeah, but they have to have 4 food items in it and pajamas, you know. So I'll see what I got in my stash, because I try to buy stuff alone. And I'll talk to Joey, and we'll get a list together, and you ladies got to sign up. All right, Miss Frances, we'll let you come on up.
Nancy, from me to you, I want to thank God for the job that you're doing here, and I wouldn't have your job. And may God bless, and may God bless you, and Miss Jackie, and all of y'all that do what y'all have to do in church, and Miss Helen, because you know what, y'all are eye pillars too, and I thank God for each and every one of y'all. And Miss Betty, yeah, you do. You've been a blessing to me. About 6 years as being a deacon wife. You had to talk to me. You had to calm me down. To God be the glory. I continue still doing what you have me to do. Okay, tonight, what y'all got is in Ecclesiastes. It was telling us, it said, in Ecclesiastes 3, it said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. Number 2, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is a plant, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, a time to build up, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance. Number 5, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. Number 6, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep, a time to cast away. Number 7, a time to render, and a time to sow, a time to keep silent, and a time to speak. Number 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. What profit has he that work in that whether in labor? Number 10, I have seen travel with which God has given to the Son of Man to exercise in it. Number 11, he has made everything beautiful in his time. Also has he set the world in their own hearts, so that no man can find out works that God maketh from the beginning of the end. Number 12, I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. 13, and also every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all labor. It is the gift of God. 14, I know that whosoever God does it shall be ever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God does it, that a man should fear before him. 15, that which he has been is now, and that which is to be has already been, and God required that which is past. 16, and moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that the wickedness was there, and place of the righteous, that iniquity was there. 17, I said, in their mind heart God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for everything, purpose, and every work. I said in my heart concerning the estate of the Son of Man, that God might manifest them, and that every might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which is befallen the Son of Man befallen beasts, even one thing fallen them. As the one died, so died the others. Ye that have all one breath, so that a man has no premise above the beast, for all is vanity. I can't say that word, but I have to do it the best I can. All go until one place, all there to dust, and all turn to dust again. Who know the spirit of the man that goes upward, and the spirit the spirit of the beast that goes downward to the earth? Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than a man should rejoice into his own works, for that is his portion, for who shall bring him to see what shall be for after him. That's Ecclesiastes 3. That's why I was writing some of the things down. Yeah. But I had so much to do, so I'm like Nancy. I went back and forward. So, and then I went and said, time to be quiet. Give us a lot of things, and we all fall and forget that everything's come from God. Why? Sometimes, ladies, you all have a lot going on at times. Do not know where to turn, because we all go through something. You have good days, not good days. You get sick. You may be sad sometimes. God loves you, so do I. And right here it said where to look in sorrow. You got to read John 14. You worry. Read Matthew 16, 19, 34. In danger. Read Psalm 91. God seemed distant. Read Psalm 139. Disencouraged. Isaiah 40. Doubts come. Read 1 Peter 5, 6, and 7. Lonely or fearful. Read Psalms 23. Down and out. Read Psalms 8, 31, and 39. You know what? So this old girl is reading, and I was fixing pies too. I said, what you gonna come pie? So I had to keep reading. 3 o'clock, I said, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning, keep working on it. And I wrote this right here. It remind me of the wings. But this right here said, women, take time for yourself and love yourself. God comes first, then others. Spread our wings like an eagle in the sky. One day we'll go and never be alone. To God be the glory.